Welcome back to the Loose Laces podcast. I sound like a fucking frog. This nigga Shard is here, but we have something very special, something we've never done before. There is a third nigga on the mic. Introduce yourself, gangster.
God damn. The people may know me as Kari. Some people may know me as David if you know me in real life, but most people know me as Kari. What's good?
Man, nah. See,
Nigga, use your name.
I should have did the intro myself. We talking about like one of the currently, I think one of the best sneaker storytellers in the industry right now. Definitely somebody that holds the culture near and dear to his heart.
Oh shit.
Also somebody who I could say, who we got into it when we first even popped up on the scene.
This nigga. All right, so we can just get straight into it because, of course, it's the elephant in the room.
Let's do it.
I'm a dickhead. I'm a dickhead. I've always clashed with people. This nigga Shard is a subtle dickhead.
Yeah.
So, for anyone who's ever wondered why I'm cool with you now, it's for me to be a dickhead, to express my feelings, and for you to not try to duck it at all. I can't help but respect that shit.
Yeah.
Because when you came in there with the audio of me saying that shit, I'm just like, oh shit, that's hilarious.
So for reference, this was that the Festivus Twitter space?
Yeah.
I think it was.
Or was that before?
Wait, was it Festivus? Yeah, it might have been. It was the end of the year.
Yeah, it was the end of the year. There were I think it initially started off with just us kind of saying, like, I kind of pointed at sneaker media, like who I look at and what I kind of felt about it. But it was like some super duper, like non-aggressive shit. And this nigga Davon just jumped way off the ledge. And I just looked at him like, okay, wow, he's really doing this right now. Then there were some shots that were kind of traded back and forth. And we were like, oh shit, we actually are on this nigga's radar, even though we only have about 50 listeners.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It got sent to me. So I forget who sent it over to me, but they was like, yo, it's this podcast and they're going insane on you. And I was like, what? Shoot me the link. And I heard it and I was like, God damn. I was like, what did I do to these niggas? Like, because it was about the I listened to it this morning so I could get angry all over again. So like,
I respect it.
So and I didn't realize how long ago it was too, nigga. That was a year and a half ago, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like last July, and but you know what though? Well, here's the thing: like listening to it with a fresh set of ears all this time later, points were made. Aggressive points were made, but points were made because in hindsight, like one thing that I could respect about what you were doing, especially Davon, was. Like, you're like, listen, like, if there's a bad take in the midst of everything, like, if there's a bad take, you got to stand by your bad take. And I remember thinking to myself, okay, these niggas are new here because they don't know that in the history, in maybe to me, not new, period, but to me, I was like, I just did the fucking video on the fakes. And I caught hell for that because that was right after that. So I did the Sapphire 7 video and I talked about the patent breads. For anybody listening who doesn't know what that was about, so like I bought these 2 pairs of early shoes. This is why I say fuck all of them, all these early shoe ass niggas, and we can get into that as well. But
get into
but
that.
I got two early pairs, no box, patent breads, and what was supposed to be yellow toes. Now the thing about the yellow toe was the nigga that had them, whoever he is, wherever he is, he got me a pair, Fomer Simpson a pair, and Mike the Compass a pair. All 3 of us did videos on that shoe. The shoe ended up being a fake. Then the patent bread ended up being a fake as well. There was a problem with the stitching in the fucking family where on the inside of the shoe, there was an extra stitch in the L and the shit looked like a T and the shit said family. So the fucking joke all over Twitter was it was saying family. Everything was family. And I was like, what the fuck is this? So like, but you was right though. So like, getting back to the main point though, like the tweet was about the Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones. And I remember that it was like, you know, I was saying it was stupid. Like in hindsight, I'm like, it was a bad take. Like it was like, I think I said something like, niggas are going to have a hard time selling the shoe. Is that what I said? I don't know.
Because I know this nigga, right?
Yeah.
This nigga will be like, dog, I know sometimes I can come off as harsh, but I don't be wrong. Like, this is what he tells me be like in real life.
No, he was dead
like,
ass
you could
right.
be upset at me, but I don't be wrong. And I'm like, nigga, shut up.
I did not.
No, I be wrong.
No, I mean we all be, and I think both of y'all have made that point, right? Like, it was like, we're all wrong sometimes. We all have bad takes. You just got to be able to stand on your shit, stand on business. And so I doubled down on that stupid ass tweet. And I was like, in hindsight, I didn't think that them shoes were going to do the numbers that they did, bro. Like, I was like, it's a Louis Vuitton, it's an Air Force One, da-da-da. Like, all right, we'll see. But boy, that was a bad one. Like, and man, like, you caught my ass. But I was like, all right, cool, bro. The tweet was bad. He was like, nah, this bitch ass nigga got daddy issues. I'ma son this nigga. I'ma da-da-da. I'ma pull up on the nigga. I ain't gonna fight you. But he need somebody to smack him in the back of his head. Like, I told my father about it. I had him listen to it. Dead ass. I told my dad, I was like, yo, Pop. I was like, you gotta hear this. He was like, what?
Oh,
He's like, dude, what the hell is this? Who are these guys? And I was like, hey, I said, they got a podcast or in sneakers. They said, apparently me and you ain't close enough, man. We got to figure this out.
Holy shit.
And they were like, damn, man. They were like, well, he was like, come to Florida, man. Spend some time with me. We'll figure it out. But nah. But it was spicy though, but I was like, hey, it got my attention. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know if that was the goal was to get my attention or not, or just to talk your shit. I don't think it was your goal to get my attention.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
So typically whenever I do something, like, I need people to understand my thought process. My mind is empty. Like, as much as people think I'm calculating or I do stuff, if I feel like it, I'll come up with a thought process, come up with the reasoning behind it, and just do it in like 0.5 seconds. Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you. It wasn't mainly directed at you, even though it was all at you, as crazy as it sounds. Yeah. I've had an issue with the sneaker game for a long time. Like how you said, you were new to us. I've been a shit starter since I was like 17. This nigga was there. Just watching niggas like send me my address. Like, that's where you live at? I'm gonna kill you tonight. Because I would just call niggas out, like, not to reopen old beefs. Like, that nigga Mad told me he was gonna kill me. Well, he didn't say he was gonna kill me. He said he was gonna slap the shit out of me.
Oh, damn.
Excuse me. It was a lot of big sneaker niggas. Like, the only person I didn't have beef with was Ben Baller somehow.
Oh, wow.
But
that's interesting, because he be beefing with niggas.
I actually have interacted with him in person, and he pissed me off. And then I was just like, I'm good on this nigga. But the whole Wale situation was fun.
Yeah, Wale was looking for you when he was in Chicago at the time.
Yo,
when he was calling like mutuals. Yeah, I used to talk a lot of shit.
Oh, shit. I didn't know it was like that.
But, I'm an old school troll.
Damn.
But a lot of my issue comes with niggas have bad takes, or they have these really weird takes. Mm-hmm. And they do it from a perspective of being above. And we didn't have the personalities we used to back in the day. We had famous niggas, and that was it. Now we have reporters, we have niggas that's into it, people who have personalities. So it's a whole different spectrum. And I was treating you and everyone else like y'all were those niggas above. Because I remember we had one other interaction where I think it was something about GOAT selling early pairs. And you said, if you know about whatever that holding company is, that parent company.
Yeah.
And the way you said it was me being ignorant to what it was, but the way you said it was like, most people know what this is.
Okay.
So I treated you like, all right, so bet this nigga is like them.
Yep.
And then I saw bad takes, and I'm like, all right, bet. So I need to treat niggas like I used to. So I'm gonna just straight up say it. I apologize for wilding out on you like I did.
It's all good. It's all good. Listen, people don't know. Like, man, when it comes to the people around me, I'm like, yo, you cannot be around me if you're afraid to put a foot in my ass. Like, I tell people that, like, because, I mean, and y'all know, like, especially Davon, you've had a lot of, you've had a lot of recent success on social media, right? And so you're seeing,
I don't understand it.
yo, like you going up. I was like, oh, this nigga really is the new sneaker fetish shit. So like, but I'm fucking with you. But now, like for real, like, but you've seen now, like what it looks like with fucking yes men, you know. And it's like I get that comes with the territory. Like everybody's just gonna hang on your word. It's like niggas with Welty, like niggas just hang on his balls because he's him, right? But it's like at the end of the day, I don't like you can be an acquaintance, but dog, like you can't be like close. You can't have my phone number, like acting like that. You know what I mean? Like you gotta not be afraid to be like, yo, like, nah, that was some dumbass shit. And then honestly, I was already like, after I heard that episode, like I'd already seen y'all tweet, but then I really dialed in. So I went back in the previous episode. You know me, like I'm a researcher, so I listened to the whole thing, and I was like, oh, this is kind of how they banter. This is him. This is his kind of personality. I was like, okay, cool. Like, all right, I can respect it. It is what it is. So, but yeah, nah, I can't like, nah. I mean, you good, like, cause that shit was OD. I'm not gonna hold you, but like, but nah. I mean, it is what it is. Cause we chopped it up since then. We text since then. You know, like y'all did not get blocked. You know, like mad niggas saying me like, yo, block them niggas. Block. I was like, for what? Why would I block them niggas for having an opinion? You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people all the time, like, number one, I knew that you was different. Even if it was disrespectful, it was different because you was willing to stand on the shit too. Like, you weren't afraid to show your face. You weren't, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of niggas, I tell people, like, I get blocked. I tend to block disrespect. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It was something different. I was like, I'm not going to block this nigga. I'm going to let this rock. I don't know what it was.
He seemed to be a little bit too knowledgeable. You know what I mean? Like,
I was like, nah, because he be having takes. He really, he dialogues with people. I was like, he doesn't just troll niggas. He dialogues. He really has something to say, you know? So like, and then Shad, I heard, you know, you were like the yin to that yang, you know what I mean? So Shad actually reminds me a lot more of myself. Cause Shad, I feel like you a sneaky nigga. Like, I feel like you a petty ass,
sneaky as shit.
I feel like you a petty ass nigga, but because you talk softly, niggas don't really see it coming. And that's me all day. I don't know what your sign is. I'm a Scorpio, but no, like that's how I rock. You know what I'm saying? So like,
no, I'm a Taurus. So we like the king of petty.
Yeah. Yo, see, you a real petty ass nigga. So like, yeah, like that's how I was like, okay, I get it, because that's how I mean, man. I'm not gonna hit you in your face. I'm gonna stab you in your ribs. That's how I am. So like, yeah, it's all good. Nah, it's love, man. It's all love on this side.
Hey, funny thing is, this nigga's a Scorpio too.
Get the fuck out of here.
His birthday is on his birthday is on Halloween.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, hey.
The funny thing is, so Shard is quiet, and then you piss him off, and he'll suplex you. I'm the type of nigga, you insult me, I make fun of you, wait a week, and then go to your job and get you fired.
Shit, man.
Like, I'm not even gonna hit you, nigga. I'm just gonna hit your body.
I'm just gonna go, Damn, you going for the jugular. Whew. Shit, man.
But you know, I'm glad how you said that, because I feel like that's where we miss a lot with the sneaker game. Because I feel like a lot of people don't want the dialogue; they just want to express their opinion, have niggas orbit around them, beat them off, and then go to the next opinion. Like for me personally, I don't mind when someone comes up like, "Yo, I disagree," blah 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 blah. As long as you make a point along with your statement, I'm cool with it. Because
absolutely
everyone that's a friend of mine, like if you have my actual phone number, not my fakey phone number, you've told me no or shut the fuck up a number of times, because I be wrong as fuck. There's a lot of shit that stays in the drafts that I might send this nigga or my wife, and they be like, nah, no, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen you say.
Nah, I feel it. I feel that. But yo, like, that's what it is though. I mean, that's how I get down. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I respect you, and I'm not trying to be liked. I just want to be respected out here. That's it. That's all I need. So, you know what I mean?
And that's how I feel. Like, I think that's where we really hit it off, because after the Festivus joint, when you're like, fuck y'all niggas, have some integrity, I ain't gonna front. Me and this nigga got off that call hot. That motherfucker said we out chasing. We don't got no fucking integrity. Nigga, we wrote on the message, like we wrote on the board. We gonna show you some fucking integrity, nigga.
Yo,
not because at that point it was it became, are we gonna be respected sneaker media? Like, we didn't at first when we got into it, we were like, we don't want to be necessarily considered a joke, even though we two niggas joking with each other. Right, but it got to a point where Davon is really dissecting the game, and he's really breaking it down, and he has a very good opinion on stuff, on how to carry business. No, as far as like your business acumen, that shit is like very good.
That's
I think
facts.
people kind of take that for granted.
Yeah,
right?
That's a fact.
And then me, it's just I know I have like an old school feel as far as representing the forums and putting boots to the ground and actually like going to the store. Mm-hmm. So then it's like, all right, we clearly can't be a joke all the time.
Yeah.
We might have to step into this space of respect. How do we get that?
Right.
And so when you say, have some integrity and whatnot, we was like, all right, well, I guess now we got to go toe to toe with some of the big boys like Complex and all them, man. You and just whoever is sneaker media, like we're gonna present ourselves in a different light now.
Yeah. No, I'm glad. Yeah. I'm glad because that's what I wanted y'all to take from it, man. Like listen, like I might be a smart dumb nigga because Davon, you be getting some shit off on Twitter, and I'd be like, damn, he said that the way that what I was trying to say, but he said it very well. So like I'd be like, damn. But nah, man, like that was my whole thing. Like I remember, so there was a conversation I had with James Whitner one time, and basically James's ideology for a lot of people out here is, all right, like if you want to shit on me, if you want to talk about what I'm doing out here, go do it better. Like go do what I'm doing, get to where I'm at, get the shit that I got, and then go do it bigger and better. Right. And so like for me, like niggas don't know, like for niggas that know, we can get into a little bit of like the journey, nigga, but like with the people that have come and gone, the relationships, the bullshit, the bureaucracy, the red tape, the politics of all of this shit, like you really gotta have and develop that skin that's like, all right, who else is next? All right, well, you know what? All right, if y'all want my spot, y'all gotta come and take that shit from me because this nigga wanted and that nigga wanted and that nigga want, you know what I'm saying? So like there's so many people out here that are like copying, stealing, trying to piggyback off of your success, and that get close, they get into your inner sanctum, and then you get hurt because you're like, damn, nigga, like you was really like my man's, you know what I'm saying? And then like that shit go left. So like there was like when I did that, and that's why I started doing these kind of these festival spaces, because I was like, I really need to get a big fuck you off to everybody at the end of the year, every year, like, and just talk about it like in my way, like no holds barred type shit, because like it's a lot of bullshit out here that people just let slide because they want some free sneakers, or they, trying to cozy up next to niggas that they don't even realize are some terrible people. And so like for y'all, like I'm always like, I want y'all to thrive and grow. I did not want you guys to get sucked down into, and you said it correctly, into that cesspool of trolling and negativity, because there is a fuckari section of Twitter that exists, bro. Like it really is. Like, and y'all probably saw it when that podcast dropped.
Okay, so question, how do you deal with that hate then?
So here's the thing, man. Like, I approach a lot of that hate with logic, because a lot of I tell people, your beef with me is not valid if you can't put a finger on the pulse of why. So I ask a lot of people, I give people the opportunity to tell me why they don't like me. Like, what's the problem? If you feel like I got bad takes, okay, I mean, lots of people do. To me, that's not justified. But a lot of people be like, yeah, man, because you a bitch. And I'm like, okay, cool. All right. So what about me makes me that? You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of it, what you see out here, a lot of it is two things. It's jealousy and it's bait, right? So a lot of niggas are super jealous because they look at you like, well, who the fuck is this nigga? And Davon made another good point. Both of y'all made a good point about accessibility, right? So I am very accessible, right, on platforms like Twitter. So because of that, a lot of people jump in, and because they can tweet me, I can usually tweet them back. They're like, oh, this nigga just a regular nigga like the rest of us. He not Jacques, because Jacques don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Jacques move like old school Will Smith in the 90s. You not talking to him, you can't get his number. Like he's, you know what I'm saying? So like, but me, because I knew that the tide was turning, I knew I needed to be more accessible if I was going to gain any market share out here. So like, yeah, but people look at that and they're like, nigga, he ain't no better than me. I got sneaker takes too. I got shit to say too. So what happens is that it's a lot of jealousy out here. So what niggas will do is they'll bait you. They'll try to lure you into some bullshit. Now, if you can cut that off with logic, I usually got enough people behind me that's gonna ride with it. And really, all I'm trying to do is just make you look like an idiot at that point. So what I do is I give a lot of people enough rope to hang themselves with until they get tired or until they sound insane. You know what I'm saying? Then if it really goes crazy, like niggas putting pictures of my mama on Twitter and shit, then I'm gonna block you, and then I'm gonna take it a step further and do what I gotta do. So like I've gotten addresses, I put up on people, like people have hit me like, yo, I just let me not say too much. Fuck it. All right, you know what? Fuck it.
Oh no, this nigga, that's what I wanted. I want to hear that. Talk that talk.
Listen, here's the thing. It's very much, please don't ever take the kindness for weakness, right? And again, like when you have people that really do have your back and they don't like disrespect, like niggas will do things that you never even asked them to do, So I'm getting hit up like, yeah, this nigga trolling you. I just hit up his fiance, just so you know, and the wedding's off. I was like, yo, what? Like, the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's just so you know, like, because like, fuck them niggas. Like, oh, I got this Addy. Yo, here's the Addy. Yo, here's the phone number. Here's this, here's that. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like, yo, like, niggas are wild. Niggas, listen. So that's how I deal with it, man. Crazy. I try not to let people get me out of pocket. It's definitely happened at times when niggas have gotten me out of pocket. I've gone toe to toe on the timeline. I had to go back and fix that shit, clean it up. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, these niggas don't have a check from me, right? So like, and at the end of the day, these niggas are doing nothing to add value to my platform, right? So like, if you're not doing anything to add value to me, that means that I'm only here to add value to you. That's one-sided. So I can't really engage with that for too long. But yeah, that's how I deal with it, man. I just try to, that's a long-winded way of just basically saying, I just try to deal with it with, I kill them with kindness, kill them with logic, and then if it don't work, then we can get petty, so.
No, I mean, that is how it should be handled. Like, well, I don't do the kindness. I tell people I'm fucking mean.
No, you really
I'm mean
do.
in real life. I'm mean on it. I mean, it's the craziest thing because the people who follow me understand it's all jokes. I'm having fun. Right. And then occasionally, like I've been getting a lot of dumpy white niggas trying me, like the nigga with the herpy lip, the nigga from Philly. Like, all right. No, like, come on, Slop. You can have your opinion. You can, like, I had a lot of fun with the Jerry Lorenzo Fear God shit.
Yo.
People calling me fat. That shit was funny. Like, I am fat. I'm not going to sit up here. Don't fat shame me. Nah, nigga, I'm fat. So I had a lot of fun with that. But then when you start really trying to come at my neck, like, my nigga, like, it's weird to me. It's weird how hard niggas will go.
Yo.
And it's like, you do realize this is a full contact sport. You fucked with the guy. Because I had someone that keeps popping up. He's like, is that the guy who saved 40 pictures of a guy to roast him? It's like, you really want to start with that, nigga? Man. Like, with you, I see how niggas fuck with you. I've had people before we even know each other send me your stuff like, oh, I can't stand this bitch ass nigga. I can't stand him.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, get at the nigga. Get at him.
Yo, like, dog, yeah, look, yo, listen, that's why I say I respect the fuck out of you niggas, right? Because I had a conversation with Shake. You know Shake, right? Y'all know Shake.
Yeah.
So I had a conversation with him, and basically he was like, yeah, I heard some shit. Whatever. This nigga was like, yeah, man, he da-da-da, I can't stand this nigga, blah, 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 blah. Okay. We had a situation that went down. I ended up unfollowing Shake. And I unfollowed him because we had some crazy shit that went down with his Adidas drop. And we can get into that if y'all want to get into it, but it was a lot of bullshit that stemmed from a lot of other bullshit. But basically, niggas hitting his line. And one thing I can't stand is like, if I'm like, yo, tell me who it is, and people be like, nah. And I'm like, okay, well then why are people, and it just not just him, but just in general, like people like, why are you so comfortable dialoguing, discussing me, but you still want to protect the niggas that's dumping on me, but then bring it back to me? Like, if you're gonna bring it back to me, give me a name, give me an ad, give me a screenshot, give me some receipts, give me something I can go off of, because you don't need to be a middleman. I'm gonna take you out of the equation, my nigga. This ain't about you. If somebody got a problem with me, they can come directly to me. So who was it? So I can pull up on them, because I don't mind doing that. We got a problem, right? So like that just, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go off on that, but yo, like that shit.
Please.
But I'm gonna also tell you too, Davon, like what you also saw, even in that moment, in the fear of God moment, niggas was taking up for you. What we body shaming niggas now? This what we do? So like just in that moment, you already started growing. You saw, what that support looks like, that like, yo, no, don't worry about it, Davon, we got you. Don't even worry about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Oh no, I know niggas ride for me. Like I think it's hilarious that people ride for me, and I'm like, I'm being rewarded for bad behavior. Like that's my favorite lines. It's just funny seeing that shit because like what you're saying, I never liked the middleman thing. Like if someone has a problem, just say it. Because I've been a shit starter my entire life, especially online, and I've always had niggas like, yo, me and a group of people hate you. Okay, so who's the shadowy cabal of niggas? Because if you don't like me, say it. Like I've never been the type to say that I'm objectively correct. Seriously.
Yeah.
Everything I say for the most part is a joke. I'm a dickhead. I'm wrong, and I'll admit that I'm wrong. A lot of people won't do that, but I never like that situation. And I don't like if two niggas is having a falling out and it's more people in the mix, just fucking say it. Because you telling me that this nigga and this nigga don't like me along with this nigga. Who are the three niggas? I mean, who are the two niggas? I know who one is.
Thank you.
Right.
I don't know. But this is what I like. I'm glad we're having this conversation because I say it all the time on this timeline. We need niggas to call each other out, whether it be in private or on the timeline. Like, beyond the sneaker shit, because we're all adults for the most part.
Absolutely.
Excuse me. And it's like, look, we can have it out or we can just stop fucking with each other. Like, I've fallen out with people in private that I never said anything else about. You just see, I unfollowed the nigga, he unfollowed me. We good.
There you go.
I mean,
Shot.
This nigga told me he was gonna break my glasses,
Shot.
and we good.
With the deep side.
No, the deep side, because I know one of the people who he had a falling out with, like real life shit, and that was a situation that upset me because like
stupid.
I mean, because these niggas was the best of friends, like. I like if I had to rank friendships, this nigga definitely was right under me.
Yeah.
Damn.
But then, at that point, that nigga was probably even because you went into business with the nigga. Like
We getting too close to the source.
Yo,
right, my bad.
Yeah, okay, he said we back up, but now I get it though, right? Because it happens, man. You have these. I had a.
Oh, you good? We having technical difficulties.
Okay, there we go. My bad. I got a call. Yeah, I got a call that came in. Can y'all hear me now? Yeah. So, all right, cool. So, yeah, I had a falling out with somebody that I was friends with for the better part of 10 plus years, and we fell out over the dumbest shit, bro. Like stupid shit. Like. Anyway, so, but I get it. And it's like, we haven't spoken since. Like, and this person's in the industry, right? So, like, there's a good chance I'm going to run into that. And it's like, I don't know, it's weird, man. But, like, all the people I've fallen out with, my whole thing, and I don't know if y'all rock like that. My whole thing is, when people don't like me, I always tell, if anybody brings it back to me, oh, I heard you fell out with this, I heard you fell out with that. I always say, I can tell you exactly, anybody that I don't fuck with or anybody that I stop rocking with, I can tell you exactly why. If you go to them and they can't tell you or they can't tell you the whole story, that's a red flag. So we had a situation.
Yeah.
I don't. Y'all probably caught wind of it because the shit was all over the timeline. Fuck. How can I say this?
Say if you don't don't say an unsayable name.
No. It ain't gonna be no names because anyway, no, ain't gonna be no names. Some shit went down that was stupid. And it was misunderstood. So, okay, I can say this. I had a Twitter space, and someone got removed from that Twitter space that thought I removed them. And what happened, and me and this person already had some static, but what happened was a co-host in that room had them blocked. And on Twitter spaces, if you host or co-host, anybody that you have blocked automatically gets kicked out of the room and can't come back in.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why that's why I'm actually careful. That's why some spaces I actually don't host or co-host because I'm like, I know I got people blocked. So if I host or co-host, they can't listen. So I'll just be a speaker. But like what happened was, so this person got booted out. So all of a sudden, I'm getting sent screenshots of these tweets. This bitch ass motherfucker, blah, 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 here, bitch, da. Going crazy on the timeline. So I try to hit this person like, yo, that wasn't me. Fuck you, whatever you talking about, blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right. But it's like just them falling out. It's like stupid shit, man. So like, I get it. Like, and I tell people all the time, my phone is on. My DMs are open. Niggas got my number. They refuse to use it. The reason why they refuse to use it is because niggas usually don't want to face an ounce of accountability out here, but try to dump it all on you, right? And until niggas want to face their accountability, I ain't got nothing for you. And that goes for everybody that I fell out with. Niggas know majority of the people that I fell out with, because I've said this shit like TJ, people like that. Like, people know, like, I can name that name. Like, niggas know, like, we fell out. You know, like, it is what it is. But, like, you know, other folk out here, I'm just like, I'm gonna just let you rock. But that's how it goes out here, man. Like, people come, they go. It is what it is.
Shit. My phone is off unless you got money.
Yo.
My phone is on, but
I don't forget.
But I'm too quiet.
Yeah.
This man said, God forgives. I don't.
I want to get into some hateful shit.
Let's do it.
Speaking of spaces, I'm gonna give you this. You the king of the spaces, but you bring out the worst motherfuckers.
That's facts.
You bring out the
That's
most
facts.
long-winded, dumb motherfuckers. That sloth-looking motherfucker do it, big Chicago.
Yo!
Nigga, where did you dig him up?
He showed up. I did not know who that nigga was. So let me keep it a bean.
Yo.
Let me keep it a bean for anybody listening, watching the whole nine. I had no idea who that nigga was, bro. Like, he popped up because there were some reseller niggas that were in the space. That Raph Kicks dude was in there, which Raph is an interesting dude because he's super arrogant. And I just be listening to him talk like, nigga, you would never have this energy in real life, my guy. Like, internet be making...
Isn't he like 13?
He's a college student, so he's got to be like early 20s at best. Early 20s. Okay. But like a lot of college students, I get it. He's in school for business. And like a lot of people who are making a little money, doing a resale, he's in school, he thinks that he's the smartest nigga in the world, right? He thinks he's smarter than everybody. Okay, got it. But when you sitting up in here and you calling James Whitner a greedy little fuck on Twitter, stop it. Stop it. Because if James showed up at your door, you're not keeping that energy. Stop it.
At all.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway.
I said a lot about James and I'd apologize.
You know what I'm saying? But
fuck me
the
up.
Chicago dude, so here's what I know about him. As far as I know about him, because niggas was hitting my line like, yo, here's the deal. I did not know him. He pulled up because he self-appointed himself as the godfather of sneaker reselling, but he went off the rails, airing out a bunch of dirty laundry, so we let him cook. Because I was like, oh shit, this nigga airing it out. So like he aired out a lot of shit, talking about how Marcus backdoored all the shoes and did an insurance claim for him, and you know, just going ham. So I was like, all right, shit. Let him. Well, I'm in the group chat, and then like somebody take this nigga mic, and I was like, nah, let the nigga cook. You know what I'm saying? We recording this. Let him cook. So yeah, but after that happened, he started shit talking, just talking about like, yeah, I boosted his numbers. I helped him out. I gave him a platform. I'm like, nigga, who the fuck is this nigga? Like, what? Like, my nigga, we was doing numbers before you came in the room, my G. What are you talking about? So I was like, oh.
Yeah, nigga, you didn't see this weird ass freaky frog.
Yo. No, I mean, I did see it on the timeline, but you know, I'm like busy in real life. So I can only pay attention to so much that happens on Twitter.
Yeah.
But I'm like, trust me, as soon as Davon sends the call, if I gotta jump in and start getting ignorant on Twitter, then I will.
Yeah, nah.
Most of the time, Davon already got it taken care of.
No, because like
I be chilling.
I saw your shit with him, but I had to get him out and call him out when that nigga. I tweeted about the SpongeBob Sub-Zeros, and he was like, you know, they won't let him in because SpongeBob is gay, right?
I saw that.
Like, nigga, what the fuck?
I saw that shit, man. That shit was so weird, bro. And I'm gonna tell you. So I got a call from Chicago. This person will remain unnamed. They'd be like, yo. Here's the deal on this nigga. The city don't fuck with him, just so you know. And I got cousins in Chicago. Like, I got family in Chicago. I'm like, dog, like, that'd be the funny thing about it. Niggas really be thinking they know you and they don't know you. So, like, anyway. And I'm a petty nigga. Like, being the Scorpio I am, like, I'd be like, all right, so here, I'll call my cousin. I'll send him $500 and he'll follow you for a day. But anyway, so... But yeah, he was like, the city don't fuck with this dude. Like, they were like...
Yeah, he's some rich tech nigga.
He's a rich dude. He made some money off of... So he created the Suplex app. Y'all remember Suplex? It was a... So basically, he was one of the first people outside of reselling that created an app that allowed you to be able to see different prices on sneakers from different platforms all in one place. So Suplex allowed you to do market research, quote unquote, because you could see GOAT, StockX, Flight Club, blah, 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 all at the same time. So he's into tech and like, you know, connecting those dots within tech. He's made some bread off of it. He's there. He made some money. But the nigga weird, and he apparently lost a lot of money. Apparently, he started
In crypto.
allegedly he lost a ton of money in crypto, lost his shirt in crypto, and so now like nigga said he started dabbling in fakes. I don't know, that's unconfirmed, but like nigga said he just got on this weird shit, and then he popped on Twitter because Twitter is the home of a lot of old washed sneaker niggas to still try to feel important. It just is what it is. A lot of niggas.
I'm still in that line.
It is like a lot of niggas in New York grew up on 155th. You know what I'm saying? And they went to Jimmy Jams and all them back in on a corner. And it's like, dog, this is not 1992 no more. You're not that guy. It's like Clubhouse. Was y'all in Clubhouse when COVID started?
Yes, I was.
That shit was the worst.
I don't like listening to people talk.
It was the worst for sneakers. It was all old niggas in their 50s trying to flex on niggas, and it's like, yo, like you're old, like don't do this to yourself. But they were doing it. But yeah, that's what I know about him. But nah, that nigga was weird. I let people fight their own battles, but I was like, he gonna X himself out, and he exiled himself into the shadow realm of Twitter, where he should be. So that's it.
Yeah, after me and my team did our investigation, I was just like, it makes sense. He got money in no sense.
Bingo.
Next, that nigga gonna start saying racial things, and I'm looking forward for that to happen.
Yo,
because I'm gonna laugh my ass.
Well, he's claiming to fame is he's friends with Twister, so that's his big thing.
Yeah, it's a bunch of pictures of him with Twister.
Yeah,
dog.
That's his claim.
Every
to fame.
sneaker picture is just him with Twister.
Yeah, that's his claim to fame is that they friends in real life. So, like, all right, but so is Joe Fresh Goods. Like, Twister's wearing his sneakers and his shit. Like, lots of people are cool with Twister. Like, I don't need to be cool with you to be cool with somebody who's cool with Twister. Like, what? So.
But you're not from Chicago. That's why I cut the union LA tag.
That was so weird, bro. That was so weird.
That nigga's weird.
Yeah, that's so yeah, he jumped in, and yeah, those spaces they get crazy, bro. They get crazy sometimes. That's why we doing this here.
I mean,
and
you
not
really,
in space.
Yeah, I mean, but you really, honestly, I kind of wanted to do it in a space just to see the weirdos to come up. And I wanted to be in the hosting seat to tell niggas to shut up. Like I told that nigga on the Zayday kicks.
Yo.
Those Zayday kicks.
We can make it happen.
Oh, shit.
We can make it happen. That ain't no problem.
I'm not hosting that shit. Because,
all right, just bend me the word.
I don't even listen to my own show. I'm not listening to niggas sit up there and talk, because once you start saying shit I don't care about, get this nigga the fuck off the mic, nigga. Well, hear shit. Dog, I be blocking niggas like, yo, I be sitting up here like I sent off a tweet about those Kif Sambas. I got weird old niggas like they're 220 and I wouldn't pay 220. I'm about to block you.
Yo,
nigga.
please.
Like y'all niggas are not interesting.
Yo, they're not.
But
see that right there kind of stops me from even like being more of a presence online. Cause it's like, dog, I really like, I appreciate the interaction to some degree, but once it goes past like 7 interactions and you just start talking nonsense, like, all right, cool, I get it. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
No, you know who? No, I got a problem with you. Your followers, your followers are a verbose bunch.
Oof.
Them niggas will come out. Cause I be sitting there like, Shaw, watch this. I'm about to tweet something in the car. And then you retweet that shit like, what's your thoughts? Them niggas come out with the fucking sources.
Yo, the thought shit. That thought shit, when Kari do a thought,
that's a lob,
nigga.
That's a lob. That's a lob.
No.
I'm packing it up.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just like, I like that.
Yeah.
Because engagement. I'm getting them Elon.
There you
checks.
go. That's a lob.
McDonald's lunch.
Yeah.
But nigga, your followers be on my ass.
They
I'm
be,
like, God damn.
they be, yeah. And I ain't gonna hold you. There are still some people that still got smoked from the last episode. I'm not gonna hold you. So there are people who be like, when they see you, be like, hey man, that's cool that y'all pieced it up, but
fuck that.
I got smoke for him still. Like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. So that might happen. But I really do try to be like, y'all, like, don't go crazy on niggas. Like, if you see that I pieced it up with them, like, just out of respect for me, like, even, you know what I'm saying, just out of respect for me, just like, you know, like, don't go crazy. But they will pull up. They will air that chopper. Like, some niggas.
Oh no, I'm not mad. It's not even that they're disrespectful. Them niggas be thoughtful. They be wrong, but they be thoughtful about it. And I'm just like, how do you feel having an audience that's just like, nah, nigga, we intellectuals. Like, it's just crazy to have an audience that you can really tap into for discussion.
Corey got an audience of J. Cole fans.
Yo,
Exactly.
yo, man, listen, I don't know, man. You know, my thing has always been everybody has a voice. That's how I think I grew my platform the fastest was by showing niggas that I don't care how many followers you have. Follower counts are not that important to me unless I'm like pitching a brand or something. But like, you know, like it don't matter how many followers I got. If you got something to say it. So like I think a lot of people appreciate that. You know, they appreciate kind of that fact that, oh, you know, yeah, but I still have a voice. I still have a voice. Now, some of the voices, they be dead ass wrong. I'm not gonna hold you. They be wrong as hell. But you know, some of the voices they really have, you know, interesting things. So JD White, he's one of the dudes that always shows up to dialogue. You know, he's one of
That
the ones.
nigga listens to J. Cole.
Yo, JD,
I like him though.
I like him. But you know what I like about him? He reminds me, his evolution reminds me a lot of mine. Like JD used to be a really, really docile, okay, I respect it. I'm gonna leave it alone. That you got it. Now, that nigga, let me tell you, that nigga grew a beard, he grew a goatee, and that nigga like got hood. That nigga was like,
it's the evil JD.
yo, that nigga was like, fuck what you talking about. I don't give a damn. Like that. He put up in the spaces, the last space we had, and I think he got into it with the Chicago nigga or somebody else. He got into it with somebody
yeah,
like
he mentioned that to me.
he don't be ducking smoke these days. I'm like, all right, my nigga. So like, yeah, he's one of these types of people where, you know, they just really, they like to converse, man. But there are definitely some people on there. It's just like, I don't know. So I just take the bitter with the sweet, man. Like I know, like at the end of the day, to your point, if you have something, if you have a point that you want to make, and I'm like, this could be an opportunity to start dialogue. Because that's my whole thing. And a lot of people, listen,
right.
with the territory, is gonna come with a lot of people shit talking me. Oh, he stirs up shit. He's a race baiter. He's a white knight. He's a this, that, or the third. But at the end of the day, I always say, if you want your timeline to be KOTDs and nothing more, curate your timeline to be that. But for me,
Right.
like niggas know I talk, I give opinions, I like dialogue, no matter what it is, because I feel like dialogue is what moves the community forward. Plus, I know that a lot of the brands, contrary to popular belief, I forgot who it was that was like, the brands don't watch Twitter. Niggas at the brand tell me that they're on Twitter watching. They be in every space. So they're getting a lot of insights about the community as well. So that's why I like dialogue, man. But yeah, it's a mixed bag. And you're always gonna get, the bigger you get, it's always gonna be a mixed bag of everything. So I try to filter through to the shit that's really value added and interact with that. But man, I be getting it wrong sometimes because niggas be going rogue. I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah, it's not that you be getting it wrong. It's just niggas be taking it too far. Nah, I'm not going. Sometimes I be disagreeing. Like the whole charity thing, JD was on my ass over that one. Then it was somebody else. I was talking to him about it, and he kept tagging. I'm like, this nigga Fetish about to come out here, hit this nigga for bar two. It's gonna turn into a thing. It ain't my fault.
You talking about the West Adams bread dude?
I believe that was him.
Okay, let me tell you about him. He doesn't like me. So anything negative, he's gonna show. I meant to actually hit you on the side and be like, yo, just so you know, this nigga hates my guts. So he's gonna, number one, side with anything that you say, doesn't matter what it is. And number two, he never shows up for anything positive or encouraging that I ever put on timeline. He only pulls up for negativity. And he latches on to anybody who he feels is being negative towards me every time. So if you ever need an advocate, especially for an anti-Kari campaign, tag that nigga
beef.
in.
I'm bringing that nigga with me.
Tag him in.
That's
he
hilarious.
will be there. I promise you. So yeah, it is what it is.
Nah, sorry, that's amazing. Because I was just like, yo, we having a normal conversation. I enjoy this. Like you said, I love to be able to have dialogue. Like the people I actually interact with within the community typically have a great dialogue. That's why me and Sakji get along so well.
Got the sock.
Like
almost blocked him one time.
He don't talk as much, huh?
Almost blocked him one time, but it was. I'm glad I didn't. And then we pieced it up. He's equal opportunity flaming. So that's why I appreciate that. But my bad. I ain't mean to cut you off. My bad.
No, you good. I mean, but that's why I love Sock. Me and him DM a lot, and I found out. I thought he was more Shard. That nigga is just me.
Yeah.
But he sits there and he bides his time, and then he has a Simpsons gift for every situation. Because that Chrissy situation, I was in the DM like, yo, fuck this nigga. I'm gonna get it. This nigga, he took your shit. Sock was like, yo, I don't care. I don't care. Nah, I got you. I got you. Hit my research team, rolled on this dumbass nigga.
Yeah.
And then I cried when he showed me the tweet where he's like, yo, he apologized to me for stealing.
Yo.
And I don't care.
Let me tell you something. That thread, I think I bookmarked that shit because I was like, this is some of the, put this shit in the Louvre. I was like, I ain't never seen nobody get packed up. Like I said, this nigga Davon put Chrissy in a pack. I was like, oh my God.
Bruh.
Oh my.
I was on the phone with this nigga while like he was doing it.
Yo.
Because he was like, yo, this nigga Chrissy really popped out of nowhere. Something's not right. And I'm like, all right, Davon, so like what you want to do? Yeah. He was like, nigga, I'm about to sit down and research.
That was crazy.
Like, that's the most dangerous shit ever.
Yo.
When a nigga say he gonna sit down and research.
Listen, I was like, I was sitting there reading. I was sending it to people like, yo, you got to see this. Like, yo, he fricasseed this nigga. He sauteed this nigga. This is insane. And Chrissy, man, like, yo, we can get into, because I actually like Sock that he had actually talked about this, the sneaker mayor. You know what I'm saying? And all of the accounts that are popping up now that are, everybody wants to be the man. Everybody wants to be the one-stop shop for everything. And I wasn't familiar with Chrissy. I wasn't familiar with what he did and how he did it. But I realized, you know, very shortly, like, okay, I can tell that there are people that are intentionally trying to piggyback off of what I got going on to gain some of that market share, gain some of them people, and then try to leverage that into, you know, their own thing. And so I'm the type of person where I just treat everybody where they are. Like I look at you for like, okay, this is who you are. I got that. I'm going to treat you according to who you are because I know who you are and what you're trying to be. I do everybody like that, man. Like I could go down a list, you know, and it's like, this is who you are. So with Chrissy, I'm like, okay, I know who you are. It's not beef. Davon, with you, it might be beef. I don't know. But he might be beef. It might be beef with you. But with me, I was like, it's not beef, but I know who you are and what you are. The thing that was disappointing me was the content that he was putting out a lot of times was wrong. He would jump the gun on a lot of stuff to try to be first. And then a lot of his stuff that he was trying to talk about or do reviews on was really not that well researched. And y'all know me, like, I'm like, if you're going to try to go that route and try to give me a breakdown, you better break this shit down. You know what I'm saying? And so like, when I saw it, I was like, okay, he's a jack of all trades, but a master of none. And so that's what I saw in him. I was like, I get what he's doing. I know he used to work with Sneaker News. I'm guessing he doesn't anymore. Davon, you would probably know that better than I do.
That nigga still work there.
Oh, does he? Okay. So
yeah, I seen some of his posts recently.
Okay. So I guess he wanted to branch off and create his own platform, kind of, because that's how I got introduced to him was through Sneaker News. Sneaker News hit me, was like, yo, let's do a space. Cool. And then Chrissy popped out and was like, yeah, nah, this is just me. This is just my thing. And I was like, okay, so you trying to do your own thing. All right, cool. But yeah, but I get it, man. Listen, they see what Soul Retriever is doing. A lot of people, they want that crown. A lot of people want to be Z sneakerheads, which respectfully, it is, I don't want to say fuck that nigga respectfully, but I guess that's just, for lack of a better term. Like, I don't know, man. If anybody noticed, I haven't interacted, retweeted, or quoted anything from that nigga since that shit popped out with him and Ian. Because it wasn't.
Wait, hold on. What happened with him and Ian?
So, me and Ian, we stayed going back and forth. We stayed going back and forth with each other and all that kind of stuff because I think that the nigga's a clown. I think Ian's a clown. I'll tell him that to his face. That's not a thought.
That's a fact.
I told him that. I know them niggas. They don't know I used to live in Dallas. And so Larry, their partner, sold me fake Dornbecker 3s. I didn't forget. He sold them to me when I worked his status. I had to take them shits back. So like all them niggas, they was on record saying that everything we did was fake. Anyway, so we going back and forth, whatever, trading shots, whatever. So he's like, oh, well, it's funny that you be interacting with Z because he be in my text messages dogging you. So he puts up a screenshot of him and Z talking cash shit about me in the text. man, that dude is crazy, man. Fuck that guy, man. He blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh really? So because Z be interacting with me, hitting my line, so I'm like, all right, cool. It is what it is. So I unfollowed him. Z didn't say a word, bro. Z didn't say one word. That's what I didn't have respect for. Like when you get called to the carpet, own that shit, right? But you didn't. You tucked your tail between your legs and you ran off. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't say shit to me. He unfollowed me after I unfollowed him. Nigga, to this day, never said a word to me about anything at all. Not even a fuck you. Nothing. So I'm like, and then Ian deleted the tweet. So I'm guessing that Z hit him like, yo, nigga, take that shit down. Too late.
But you know what?
Too late.
That's Ian's MO. Because when Sock zinged his ass, he was like, well, if that's the case, then Horsehead sells fakes. And I'm just like, yes.
Yeah, if somebody's going down. If he's going down, he's taking
everybody
Like
with
the
me.
fat fuck he is.
Mm-hmm.
But see, this is why I don't respect niggas with shoes. And I don't understand this mental lapse that's happened with the timeline. I know what it is. We got a whole bunch of fucking suburban white kids, middle manager kids who came in. They took over the middleman spot.
Bingo.
They started buying shoes from, what's his name? Air Randy. I'm still on that Air Randy shit. They got these AAA replicas, and you can't dispute them, nigga. Like, how am I dispute it? I don't have that connection.
Facts.
That nigga Horsehead, I still stand on this, allegedly, because you know how them kids like to get.
Oh, yeah.
I still think that nigga moving very special grade fakes
Eesh.
or some stolen shit.
Damn.
Before to understand he's a middleman. A lot of them niggas is middlemen, and they getting their shit from places where they can't verify if it's real or not. But you selling to stupid niggas like DJ Khaled. So,
yep. Now
but they keep moving and exposing niggas that you talk shit with. I don't understand how you move with a nigga like that. If we talk shit, nigga, our DMs, our messages, everything is sealed. If shit comes out that I was shit talking, nigga, I probably already said it to your face, but I'll say it is. I ain't like your ass.
Right.
So
yeah, I didn't have respect for that, man. I was like, if this is how Z moves and then he's not willing to pull up and have the discussion, it's exactly what happened with Kais. That same thing happened with Kais, and that's when I lost whatever little shred of respect that I have for Kais and what he did. I lost it after he got caught using the word nigga. And he was saying nigga all up and down the timeline. And he got called out for that. He never said a word. And Tony D and Jacques came in his defense. And listen, I'm calling a spade a spade. Listen, I know Tony D. I talked to him. I know Jacques. Me and Jacques have talked. We've worked together. We've done shit together. But at the end of the day, Kais was protected by his black friends. So Jacques pulled up and he said, yo, I talked to Kais behind the scenes. He apologized. It's cool. Tony pulled up in his live stream, was like, yo, I talked to Kais, behind the scenes. It's cool. Okay, he may have said that to y'all. But why?
Nah, nigga, apologize publicly.
Apologize publicly. You know what I'm saying? So like that was my whole thing, man. Like with niggas like that, like, nah, like, if you gonna be that big and bad, come and bring it to my front door so we can talk about it. But he didn't do it. So I was like, all right, well, fuck that nigga then and his mock-ups. So that's what it was. Respectfully.
Y'all, them inaccurate as mock-ups.
Y'all getting it today, man. Look, we getting into it today. Listen, but that's what it is.
No,
that's what it is.
This is what we need. Like, if we're not gonna have regular festivals, I mean, as Sock would put it, we the war report. Like, we not here to be a gossip mag and fuck with niggas. I feel like sneakers have gotten to a point where it's like it's too many interpersonal relationships. Niggas take this shit too seriously. Yeah. My nigga, we are talking about leather, rubber, and suede. Like, nigga, we just having. Oh shit, I didn't hit the mic. We should be having fun. Like, I'm glad we can have this conversation. I know a lot of people are going to be confused by it, but it's like, nigga, we should be up here to have fun, shit talk, and then get shit talked on, and then talk about some goddamn shoes.
Absolutely.
Like,
I wish more would like that, because that's what I want for the grievance spaces, but it always ends up being an echo chamber. And then the niggas that refuse to pull up are like, I'm not going in there. It's a fucking echo chamber. But then pull your ass up then so it doesn't become one. You know what I'm saying? But like, what you expect? So nah, like, I appreciate this. This is the kind of dialogue that I be talking about. Like, and again, I'm not saying nothing today that I have any problem saying to anybody. Like, that's my whole thing. If Z DM me today, it's like, nigga, what's that shit you was talking on Loose Laces? Hello, Z. I'm gonna say it again, just so you know. Like, because, like, what do I have to gain or lose with y'all niggas out here? Like, what? Anyway, yeah.
Nigga, we all trying to get paid and get our shoes.
Well, if that's the case, since that's what your MO is, how do you feel about your position on Twitter, and how do you think people treat you as far as just your general perception?
Man, listen, I think it's split, man. I really think that like when I look at the people that follow me, I always think about like why do these people follow me? And I always think about like, all right, I think about 30% of niggas follow me just so that they can tag me in raffles. I think that
Oh,
probably
shit.
another 30, maybe 40% of people follow me for quote unquote drama. And I use that term very loosely because, and brand people have told me, the Jordan brand told me this one time. Like they were like, hey man, yo, we want to use you for this thing, but it just always seems like negativity swirls around you. And I'm like, that's not really what it is. But I do understand that with the platform, I've been seen as sort of a throughput for a lot of controversial takes. And then I've jumped into some of them or had some of them. So I think, you know, there is an amount of people that follow me um, for the tea, for the spiciness, and stuff like that. And then I think that like the last 30% actually follow me because they think that I'm a real value add to the community, the content I do, the stories that I tell, the appreciation of the shoes. I think that's how it's kind of split up. So I think that's kind of the perception of me. I really do think that, and I may be wrong. There may be people listening to this like, nah, he wrong. But I really do think that like the majority of people that follow me, they follow me like to see like because they watch it like it's a show. Like, all right, what crazy ass shit's gonna happen today with surrounding this because I know it's gonna be surrounding this nigga. Like, and I just, I think that's kind of what the perception is. But again, a lot of people's perception, and I get it's their reality, but it's very false. Like it's very false.
No, I get it.
And they don't care to actually pay attention to any of the positive shit or any of the good shit. It's funny, the selective outrage, selective memory on a lot of things on Twitter. That's just how it is. But you just got to take it for what it is. But yeah, that's how I think I'm perceived out here for the most part. Yeah.
Do you feel like there was ever a moment in this shit where you were like, damn, niggas really fuck with me, or I really got that touch?
Yeah, when was that it moment where it was like, yo, I think I got the juice now?
You know what? I think I'm not gonna hold you. I think it was when I started getting seeded shit because I think that a lot of Twitter is clout chasing, a ton of it, right? So like a lot of it was, wait a minute, like here I was talking all this shit about this nigga, like ain't nobody ever gonna see him, and people see him. He's having conversations with people behind the scenes. Like he knows people behind the scenes. Like, wait a second, like something's resonating with people that I want to be cool with. Let me give this nigga a second look, And I think really it was when that started happening, when I started getting posted, when certain people would co-sign, because honestly, in sneakers, you're usually only as big as your cosign from some.
That
You're
makes
only as big
sense.
as your cosign from, that other niggas want to be cool with. I cannot tell you how many followers I've gotten on Instagram because they'll go to my page and see who follows me that they follow. Oh, I saw that the such and so follows you, and then they hit you with the follow or they DM you. So I think when we started having certain dialogues and stuff like that, I think that was really like one of those like, oh, okay, let me start paying attention to this nigga. He really be spitting out here. So yeah, I think that's what it was. That goes back to like when we were doing the kickback and shit like that though. It was a while ago, but yeah, I think it's when people started paying attention.
Hold on, we gotta talk our shit for a second because how you just mentioned getting seeded for the first time. Shout out to this nigga Joe Freshgoods for sending us these fucking. Sorry for the 1998 pack.
Yo.
Go ahead, nigga, pull your shit up.
Look, I
Pull
was
it out.
wearing my joints today.
Yo, listen. Listen.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. Let me ask y'all. Yo, how the fuck did that feel? Like when y'all got that, because like walk me through that. Walk me through that moment.
Hey.
Listen.
So it's the weirdest thing. I do shit, and then I've been saying this since I was a kid. I'm rewarded for my bad behavior. Because I forgot what I did. I did something stupid on Twitter. It got shit going. I'm laying on the couch. I go to make a sandwich. I come back to my phone and there's a DM. And then I see it's Jay, like it's Joe. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, is this nigga mad at me? What the fuck I do? So, and the first message was, "You're a funny nigga. What size you and your boy wear?" I'm like, God damn.
Love it.
Yeah, and I was just, it's weird because, like, I've always done the shoe shit, but I made most of my business and my money is through sunglasses.
Yeah.
So I've been dealing with celebrities since I was like early 20s, teens, early 20s. So I'm used to talking to celebrities, but it's usually because they want something. They want a pair of glasses. They want this. They want to be connected. I'm fixing something. So for the first, like one of the few times for a celebrity, like, yo, I like you. You funny.
Right.
That shit was like, nigga, I'm funny as shit. Regular comedian.
Yeah. Smelling myself.
It just fucked me up because I'm just like, that's crazy. I'm glad. Like, thank you, nigga. Fuck the shoes. Thank you for listening to my dumbass opinion.
Hell yeah.
Because it's so weird now that people are hitting us up and it's like, I'm thinking it's about glasses. And it's like, oh no, I listen to your show and I just want to say, you know, I really appreciate y'all. Da, 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 da.
Yep.
And I thought it was the funniest thing in the world that it's just like, I don't care about being seated. I'm not going to say no to some free shit unless it's trash.
There you go.
But to know that niggas care is where I want, because man, this nigga's main goal is to blow up.
There you go.
And just keep our shit. Like, it's all about ownership. And to a point you were saying about brands, like I'm starting to hear shit about us with brands to the point where it's like, nah, nigga, the posts that you were doing are reaching people and they're reaching different parts. Like the post of the Plaid Fives. I didn't know that even mattered that much to people.
Bodied it. Yeah. Bodied that.
Yeah, that shit was crazy to me. I'm just like, I just bought my son some shoes, but
man, nah. That's why I had to put it in the reel, because I was like, y'all can't dress, period, and his son can. So there you go. Like,
yo, shout out Gazelle, man.
Yeah, shout out Kazi. Yo, niggas cannot dress.
They can't
at all.
They can't. You know, so that's but listen, like, and shout to Joe. Joe, let me tell you something, man. Joe is one of, if not the realest nigga at his level doing this shit right now in this industry, bro. Like, if you connect with him, yo, like, he's a very, like, I keep his and my relationship extremely under wraps. Like, because, like, you know, that's just not for general consumption. But, like, you know, like, that nigga, the game that man will give you, like, when he really fight, like, again, like, he's really a nigga of the culture. So, like, let me tell you, I know that there were people, I got texts. How did these niggas get these shoes? How did them niggas get them? He seeded them? Yo, how did that? Yo, nigga, I'm like, I'm not them. Ask them. I don't know. I wasn't in that conversation.
Right.
Like, Joe ain't even, listen, full transparency. Joe didn't even hit me for the intro pair. His team, his man hit me. It was like, yo, you know, we doing seeding, we're real. And then Joe hit me like, yo, I'm gonna shoot you over to Keisha Blue too. And I was like, yo, good looking. Cause I was gonna try to get him some kind of a way.
Yeah.
But like, nah, so the fact that he hit you, like, Joe don't be hitting people. Like, people don't know Joe has expanded his team, bro. So like, and he expanded his team specifically so that he doesn't always have to be the guy to do all the reaching out and do all the seating and everything. So he got people for that. So the fact that he reached out personally to you, that's major. Like, that's big. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, but he loves authenticity, bro. He loves authenticity. And again, I think he sees in you what I saw in both of y'all, like, at the beginning. Like, he was like, yo, like, all right, they spicy, low-key disrespectful, but in an intellectual way. These niggas different. Like, they different. And they stand on it no matter what. Yeah, he's gonna rock with that every time. So if you want to list, you want to list. Now, Joe, they say he does like to switch up his seating from time to time. But typically, like, if you're on the list, you're usually in consideration, you know, for the future as well. I can't speak on it. Obviously it's Joe, so we know that more shit is cooking. He's got more cooking.
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna try to sit him down in 24 Q1 finally. So, and we gonna try to bring it up. And again, y'all niggas need to be in the room when we make that happen. So,
I mean, we got plans. Like we want to start doing more with people in the community. Niggas know where we stand. Well, you never know where the fuck I'm gonna come up with something.
Love it.
But I want to see more of this because it's like, let's be honest, shoes are kind of stale right now.
It's getting there.
But I do like the personalities that are in the space. So I'm glad that we could have this conversation and it's not just niggas sitting up here, I like you and I like you too. Nah, nigga, like we had our beef. We'll always have difference of opinions. And I mean, even if shit would have went left and would have been a fight, at least it would have been more fun to see who these people are. Cause like, I just want to bring personalities back. Like you were talking about it earlier with the yes men. I don't want to see yes men. I don't want to see brand loyalists. I want to see niggas out here being themselves. Because even if we get approached by brands, of course, we're not going to fucking say, no, Nike, don't give me shoes and money.
Right.
But we'll never sell ourselves to them because we want to hear honest opinions.
Listen, I tell people, man, and I'm sure y'all have as well, more opportunities are coming. Like, Davon, bro, just so you know, yo, it's up. Especially for you. Like, you got a lot of eyes on you right now, my nigga. I'm not gonna hold you, but
I don't understand why.
You got a lot of eyes on you.
Nah, Dave.
You got a lot.
Because this nigga definitely don't. He don't understand. Like, when this shit dead ass started from, I want to say, first of all, I've been trying to just do a regular podcast with the nigga for damn near a decade. Like, no lie. I put the tweet up on the IG, and I think I even put it on Twitter. Like, me and this nigga, the way that we talk, it's just always entertaining. Like, people would sit down just to hear our conversation because of how we talk to each other, and it's always going to be love.
Right.
But during COVID, when shoes started going crazy, we was talking on the phone for like 2-3 hours, damn near every other day. And I'm like, my nigga, we need to do a podcast because we just talking for free at this point. And this is a very captivating and entertaining conversation. Finally sat this nigga down to do it. And Davon was like, yo, why do people even want to hear my voice? I'm like, dog, I need you to just show up. Just show up as you. I'll balance it out. I'll play off you and we'll be good. Watch.
The sneaker Rory him off.
And I told that nigga, man.
But the funny part to me is I get the attention. I'm like, this nigga is the brains of the show. Like, I'll do the creative stuff. I'll make the stuff. It's just weird because I've always been me. And in real life, niggas be like, yo, shut the fuck up. I hate this nigga. And then it translates to the internet. I really hate this nigga. And I think it's the funniest thing in the world. I'm going to say this now. I'm already Hollywood. Brands, if you want to work with me, I got rollouts. And if you think niggas hitting your phone now, like, how the fuck do these niggas get these shits? I hate this nigga.
Yo.
Like, Shard already knows what I have planned. If we get a shoe for Baltimore,
oh yeah,
nigga.
Oh yeah, we have damn near a portfolio of just ideas how we would market it.
Yep.
Because we already have the rollouts, who would get seated stuff. Like, damn near only thing we missing at this point is just the shoes and the budget.
No,
for actual physical shoes.
Yo, listen. Like, first of all, let me ask y'all this, because two things. Y'all jogging my mind now, and I'm gonna help y'all. I'm gonna make sure any resource I know about. How often y'all travel, or are y'all willing to travel a little bit? Go to events.
We're willing to travel.
So
yeah, we definitely will be willing to travel.
Y'all need to go to the Black Footwear Forum first and foremost. Next year, y'all need to be in that fucking building. For real, because anybody and I'm talking to myself too, because I haven't been to one yet. I was supposed to go to the last one. I didn't go because I had just freshly fallen out with a lot of niggas that I knew was going to be there. And I was like, fuck them niggas. But no, but we need to go there. Y'all need to go there because anybody's there, and it's at Pensol, right? So they're a manufacturer, right? So now y'all can be in there and talk to Dr. Edwards and everything, or y'all can just get with Garrickson. Garrickson is a company that Juan Wilson worked with to make his shoe. Right. And so what they do is they just work off of the pre-order model. You don't need startup capital, right? You put it out there, you do your vector drawings, all that kind of stuff. You make the prototype, you know what I'm saying? And then you pre-order that shit. You go to Mosh route, you pre-order them shits, and then use that money for your production costs. OPM, other people's money, you know what I'm saying? So like, if y'all really want to get the shit off the ground, listen, man, get it pumping. Like, y'all got the people that are paying attention, you know what I'm saying? So there's ways to do it. For sure.
Oh,
I
yeah,
want to see that happen.
like everything you're talking about, because it's like that's why I've started to make the t-shirts, the stickers. I'm starting to do shit with my brand.
There you go.
Like my goal for 2024 is to make that nigga JD Wright to get angry at me. I want that nigga to be like, yo, fuck you. You made me talk to resellers. That's my goal. I want that nigga to send me a dissertation on why I'm helping resellers.
Not a dissertation. Yo, you had Trinidad in the jacket, bro. That's major.
So funny enough, shout out Trinidad. He's actually been a supporter for a while. Because one of my best friends was his former manager, and I've been helping him with glasses, but I'm gonna talk my shit for a second.
Talk it.
I'm big in the sunglasses industry.
There you go.
Like with all the vintage people, all the celebrities from like 2008 to like 2015, every pair of vintage frames that you saw on a rapper came through my hands.
Shit.
Like I was the supplier.
Okay.
And so that's where I got a lot of my connections from. But I don't tap into those things because I've never been the type of person like, oh, can you do this for me? But Trinidad has always shown love, and he's always willing to support.
Amazing.
It's a lot of really solid rappers that don't say shit. They just be behind the scenes looking out for niggas. So for him to put that on, especially during the show, was fucking incredible. So I'm like, I can't thank that nigga.
Yeah, that was amazing, man. He seems cool. I think I spoke to him once or something, but I know, like there's buzz around me with the complex niggas. I don't know how much he sees, doesn't, whatever. But when I saw him wearing the jacket, I was like, okay, yeah, that's fire. Like that's what I'm talking about. I was like, yo, run that shit up, bro. And you did. You capitalized on that moment, and you made sure we saw it, to remind these niggas, like, yo, I'm him. Stop fucking with me. So
I'm an opportunistic fuck. Like, I was like, for people that follow me, like, nigga, my objective is to get money. I'm funny, but I want your money. Like, fuck that shit.
There it is. And you being unapologetic with it, though, and I can respect that all day because there's so many. I think we talked about this. It's a lot of niggas out here that's trying to finesse their way into niggas' pockets, And I'm like, if you make dope shit, nigga, we gon' break bread regardless, right? Like, I feel like it's always the niggas who got shit quality stuff on the timeline that's always trying to have a story or make you feel bad for them or da-da-da. Like,
I support black people by my kente cloth condom.
I'm not doing it. Yo, I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? So, but nah, like, kudos, like, hats off to you for that. That was big. That was big, for real.
I mean, we really trying to get out here and build. We want to make something truly special. And I mean, we trying to fill the space. I love Trinidad, but Four Sides Run is gone, and fuck Welty. I like Dunn's mustache.
But it's not even like we was trying to like, and don't get it fucked up. Like, we not trying to take Full Size Run's spot or nothing like that. It was more so like me and this nigga. I was telling him like, yo, we could be the William. Gillian Wallow of this shit, or like the Warrior Mall. Like, we could really have a real good 2-man crew
to bring Evil Costello.
Shut the fuck up. But like, we could be a 2-man wrecking crew because everybody just takes themselves so serious in this shit. Like, there is no fun. It's just, here are some shoes. Here's a colorway. That's it.
Trash.
Like, that's why you gotta value somebody like you that will tell the story. Like the grandma's couch story was like, nigga, that shit.
Yeah, that one hit.
That shit. That I don't think people understood. Like, that almost put that shoe in like the top 10 of the year.
Yeah.
And I thought that was definitely off some of your leg work.
Yeah.
Like, because of that.
Yeah. It was you, and I forgot his name. I gotta look him up. But the two of you actually made me pay attention to those shake forms.
The white boy?
Because I'm like, I wasn't a white boy. I be talking to him all the time. My head is clouded right now. I'm gonna look it up. But he was the first person to show the shakes, and then you also were talking about the shakes, and you did your video on it. And I do not give a fuck about no goddamn form. I damn sure don't give a fuck about a form low.
Yeah.
I didn't think the colors were that great.
Yeah.
But the way that y'all presented the story really sold me on it. And the only reason I didn't buy it, because this nigga did not promote it himself, and his website sucks.
Oh,
it's like, nigga, you got all the promotion in the world, and you fucked up.
You said Shake Shoe, so you might be talking about Nate. Nate Frost. Yeah, he put that up. Nate.
You said white nigga? Nate is white?
No.
I thought you were talking about the grandma's couch, and that was like the AD Sneaks dude. That because he went out there.
Got you.
But no, for the Shake Shoe, yeah. So that was Nate you talking about. Nate.
Shout out Nate. That nigga put on for those.
He did. I'm gonna give him. Y'all niggas put me in a compromising position. I'm gonna give him his flowers.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna give him his flowers, but there's history there, and I'm gonna just leave it there. But there's history there. It is what it is. It's just one of the moments where, oh my god, we might have to talk offline about this shit. This shit might even be too spicy for the pod. I ain't gonna hold it. But
hey, nigga, don't get yourself in trouble.
No. Yeah. Sorry,
you know what I mean.
You making me laugh,
especially after Nate with the whole fake car accident situation. I was like, oh shit,
I missed that.
No,
shit.
that was crazy. No, that was
that nigga Nate.
I'm not gonna hold you. That was insane. No, that was crazy. Like niggas. Like that's a problem. Craig actually talked to the nigga that did that a little while ago, like a week ago, and he said he went to rehab. Actually. He went to like rehab and he was like all fucked up in the head and everything. I don't know what's going on with him now, but yeah, Craig actually reached out. But but Shake Shoe, man, I got him. So here's the funny thing about it. I didn't really tell the story on Shake Shoe. And I'm not gonna hold you. I did it on purpose. So like I'm gonna just keep it a bean because I already put it on Twitter. Well, I put the poem out. I put the poem out there. So what happened was with that rollout, I was supposed to be a part of the rollout, and Shake had hit me because this was after I just got back. I was in Milwaukee, right? So like I was in Milwaukee. There was a like a streetwear sneaker summit that they did up there, Culture by Design. The Trade Block guys were up there. Shout to those guys. We had fun. We had a good ass time. Like it was me, Takara, Tiana, Jamerson was there. It was mad niggas out there. It was dope. And we were talking about Shake Shoe and everything. It was like, yeah, I got to get your content done. Cause he always had the concept that he wanted to do the poems. And he was like, okay, it's going to be you. It's going to be Jazz. It's going to be Oliver. It's going to be this other girl. All right, cool. All right, let's do it. So I do the poem. I send it over to Shake. Shake hit me up, was like, fire, fucking fire. I'm using this. Send it to me. I Dropbox it to him. Send the leak. Good looking. I'm using it. Blah, 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 blah. All right, cool, bet. So now Shake has always been good about, like Shake has seen a lot of the fallouts. So he's seen a lot of the fallouts happen with me and niggas. So Shake has always been good for keeping everybody separate. You know what I'm saying? Like he has his relationships with people. He's like, I get that y'all don't rock. I'm not going to bring you to him. I'm not going to bring him to you. I got my so okay, cool. Like, and I always respected that as an OG, cool. But what happened was I started seeing the rollout. And they put Oliver, which I don't know if y'all know. Do y'all know Oliver? Y'all may not know Oliver. Oliver was the other nigga that did a poem he was the one that was actually on the visuals when they did the poem. Oliver is interesting. He's a frat brother of mine. He kind of came in to the kickback when I left the kickback. So when I dipped out the kickback, I had a falling out with Jazz and TJ and all them. And basically he kind of came in and became kind of a host. He got cool with them. And then he kind of became the go-to guy that was traveling with them. And so he got cool. He got in the mix of all that. So it's like, all right, cool. Even though the sneaker was supposed to be about your day ones, and I always felt like it was a lot of niggas that would, anyway, whatever. So the visuals come out and I'm not on them. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this? So not only am I not on them, but I'm also seeing that people are starting to get seated their pairs. And I'm like, okay, so I'm not getting, I haven't gotten a package. Cool. I don't want to be entitled, but when you're told that, it's coming, you're going to be on the rollout, you're waiting on it.
No, you get what you told you don't get.
It doesn't come. So I'm like, okay. So the package didn't come. The visuals roll out. And when the visuals roll out, I was like, yeah, this was some sneaky shit. Like this shit was foul. Like I knew exactly what it was when it rolled out. I knew what it was. And so what happened was, I don't know. Do y'all know Jazz? I don't think y'all know Jazz. Do you know Jazz?
I only know like one Jasmine I can think of.
Jazz.
But I got face blindness.
Yeah, no. Her name is Jazzy Ray. So what happened was,
oh yeah. I know Jazzy Ray.
Jazz.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Jazzy Ray. So basically, and it was pretty common now. It's pretty public knowledge. Me and her had a falling out as well. I fell out with a lot of niggas. She was kind of the main person that I kind of had a falling out with. And honestly, it was over some stupid shit, but whatever. We fell out, and there was like a ripple effect. So when me and her fell out, TJ picked a side, picked Jazzaray's side because the two of them are like, you know, besties, two peas in a pod, whatever. So like that was when that all happened. So what happened was with these visuals, Jazz was one of the people on the visuals. So Jazz not only was one of the people on the visuals, her son did the music for the visuals. So I was like, okay. And Jazz by trade is a strategist. So I was like, okay, she orchestrated this. This was her. Like, she made sure that my black ass wasn't in this. Like, so I don't know if this was a Shake thing because, and then I got mad at Shake because I'm like, well, dog, this is your shoe. Like, you ultimately hold the cards to be like, no, we're adding this nigga Kari in. But personally, what I think happened hasn't been confirmed, but what I think happened was, I think there was a conversation. I think Jazz was like, nope, we're not putting that nigga in it, period. I think Shake didn't want to, you know, rustle the feathers too much, ripple the waters too much. And I think he was like, all right, I'm gonna take my hands off of it, whatever. And so the visuals rolled out. So when they rolled out, I was like, oh, okay, so it's fuck me. Oh, okay, cool. No problem. So that's when I unfollowed Shake. I think in the beginning of this, I was talking about I don't follow him. Yeah. That's when I unfollowed him. So Shake hit my line or whatever. He's like, yo, it's all love, man. You know, I don't really be, you know, big on that internet shit like that. And I'm like, oh, you know, I respect it, OG. You know, I said, look, man, you know, I still got a lot of respect. It's just some funny shit going on out here. I don't know what it is, you know, but he hit my line and he was like, yeah, you know, like you were supposed to be in it. You weren't in it. Like, I'm gonna take that, but you know, we still got the pack on the way for you, you know, such and such. So, and the pack did come. I got both my pairs in the room right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the way that drop went down, it just left such a sour taste in my mouth. It just, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't do a video on them. I didn't do a review on them. I haven't even worn them. You know what I'm saying? Like, full transparency, bro. Like, I haven't even worn them. But
it just ruined the shoe for you.
Yeah, it ruined it. It ruined the moment. It ruined the moment for me. But to your point, you felt like, you know, you felt because you like the colors. And I'll be honest with you, like, I mean, it was like the shoe was decent, but the thing that kind of disappointed me about the shoe, because this is really my first time on record even talking about the shoe. So y'all really getting this shit. Because I actually said I wasn't gonna talk.
World exclusive. Oh, you getting a call?
Hold on. I think we got yeah, I got a call. All right, we should be back now. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
You good.
We should be back. All right, cool. So the shoe was cool. The shoe was cool. I didn't understand because I knew that Shake had been trying to establish his own thing, his own presence outside of his association with Run DMC and Jam Master Jay. So I didn't understand why, if that's the lane that he wanted to go, why he made a shoe that looked like the reincarnation of a Run DMC form low, right? Because I was like, that's what this feels like. It feels like a Run DMC Adidas Part 2. But I was like, maybe that's the ethos he was going for. I guess that was what he was going for. So I'm like, okay, the shoe was well done. Materials were good. I wasn't mad at the shoe. I really wasn't mad at the shoe. It actually came out better than I thought that it would. It came out good. But and I know he's got more shit cooking. You know, he's got more shit cooking with Adidas and everything. So, you know, more to come there. But no, I get it. And the website is rough. I'm not gonna lie. The website is rough to use.
The site is ass.
Yeah, it's rough to use. I don't know why he hasn't gotten a new web designer yet, man. If Shake ever hears this, yo, like, bro, like, new web design, like new web design. I think you'll be on to something for real. But you know, he's an old school nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? So he entrusts the people that he entrusts around him, you know. And Shake's not an internet dude. He's not really a social media guy. He an old school dude. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, he just like, all right, I'm gonna just trust that you know, you can make this happen and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you, man, if y'all ever hang with Shake, he gonna show you a good time. I'll tell you that.
Now, he sound like a good dude. He just need to hire some young niggas. Like, nigga, get your shit together.
Yeah,
but you know what? His shit sold out, so that's all that matters.
It's sold out. Yeah, and that's what matters at the end of the day. It's sold out. So there you go. I mean, yeah. I got a lot of I gotta respect the shade. He can hit my line anytime, man. But he's gonna give it to you straight. Like I'm gonna give it, right back to him straight, right back to anybody. So yeah, there you go. But
all right, man. Cool. All right, yeah. But we running long because nigga,
how long
we've been trying
this?
to get on this damn part. It's going on hour 24.
Shit.
Yeah. I think this is gonna be our longest episode yet.
Damn.
Definitely. Yes. Nah, I'm enjoying this shit, but it's just like, we
gotta wrap it.
We gotta wrap it up. So we like to finish it always with a final thought. So you can start us off.
Yeah.
What's your final thought? It could be anything controversial, nice, preferably mean, but whatever's on your mind.
I let a lot of stupid ass, silly ass shit slide in 23, man.
Yeah.
That shit not sliding in 24. Like, and honestly, fourth quarter was pressure. And I'm not gonna lie, like fourth quarter this year, I made niggas so mad, and I loved every fucking minute of it. I loved it. My nigga, I got this motherfucker right here. When this showed up at the house, the way niggas got mad at that, I was like, because I was like, you niggas can't tell me shit. I'm on Nike's radar now because this came and then the Yaris came. So listen, final thought is, if I was you, I wouldn't like me either. But,
Hold on, we got to get a round of applause.
I'm just saying, y'all niggas are wild, but just like, if you didn't like 23, block me now before New Year's. That's it.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that big energy.
That's it.
Yeah. All right, nigga, what's your final thought?
Actually, no. What's your final thought?
Nigga, my final thought is we came back with a fucking banger. We got this nigga Fetish up here talking that shit. Like I was telling this nigga, like, I do not want this nigga to act like he do on Twitter. I don't want to hear thoughts. I want to hear this nigga talking that shit. So I'm very happy that you came out here talking that shit. I appreciate the fuck out of you for Doug. Y'all don't know how long, because I didn't want to announce that this nigga was coming on the show. We've been talking for weeks, and every time this nigga got the mumps. I get a stomach virus. Then I get a cold. Then this nigga get a cold. Doug, it's been ridiculous trying to get you on there. So for you to come on here to roll for all these punches and everything that you've done, I appreciate the fuck out of you for coming on here and delivering exactly what I wanted. So thank you, my nigga.
All day.
Yeah, nigga, this was an awesome full circle moment.
Yeah.
I do know that next year though, I'm definitely I think I'll finally step out the shadows as the quiet nigga.
Yes.
Somebody gonna get beat up.
Yes.
Relax. Nah, because only because like I had a conversation last night about it. How like I kind of played it back more so because Davon's personality is huge. And I do think like you gotta like I'll never let ego kind of take over. The only time I let ego hit was the social status it was a social status party.
That shit was weird.
But then I had to check myself because this nigga like gained his following based off of what he did in frames. It wasn't necessarily about sneakers. That was the only time I've ever let my ego just play into doing way too much. But for what this nigga has done with the pod, especially for everything that I've had going on personally, like this nigga, man, I can't thank this nigga enough. And for everybody right now to be sitting just talking shit, especially to have you after everything, like, dog, this shit is a huge moment.
Yeah.
So next year, next year is we like this shit about to be like the coalition, dog.
Pretty much.
I want you niggas to run the Sneak Diss podcast out of business.
Fuck that.
So,
fuck
I said
that.
what I said.
So look.
I said what I said. Because them niggas had words for me on that, and I'm like, nigga, y'all don't even know me. Like,
this shit about to go like another 10 minutes because I ain't gonna hold you. That's another reason why this podcast started. I ain't gonna hold you. Because I listened to them niggas and I was telling Davon, I was like, I thought it was two Filipino niggas. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I didn't know what they looked like. I didn't know what cuz looked like. And then I saw him, and the issue that I had with the nigga was he said he walked in a store and he said, yo, I'm from the Sneak Diss podcast. Do you know who I am? And the niggas was like, yeah. And I guess he thought he should have been treated a certain way.
What?
And I was like, Bro, what type of time is you on? And then I found out like the nigga's like 5'4".
Yo,
I'm like, yo, come on.
Yo, what?
I'm not that far from you.
Nah, but that's different though. That's different if you walk in a store, like you're not finna pull no shit like that. No. That shit gave me old Wale vibes. Like,
yo,
that shit with nah, we not doing that.
Honestly, I've been waiting for you to talk about these niggas because I don't know who they are. The only interaction I had.
I listened. I had listened to them, and I ain't got no issue with like the he calls himself the boost snob nigga, but the black nigga.
Yeah.
He be on a wild type of time.
Yeah.
Like, and that's another thing too, where you could kind of tell. You can kind of tell who's really running the show because he'll do pods by himself. You'll never hear the white dude by himself. Davon will never give you a pod by himself. Yeah. I'll never give you a pod by myself.
No, that's crazy.
I'll never do that.
Thanks.
And so that nigga is, I don't really fuck with that nigga just off the strength of that. Do I know him? Mm-hmm. Can we have a conversation? Sure. Like, we could sit down and have a dialogue, but as far as just how, like, that nigga's aura, I don't fuck with it at all.
I don't fuck with nobody who wears sunglasses in a closet. I don't do it.
Bro, that nigga is different.
Wait, I've done it before.
Well, you're different though. Like, you profit off of it. You have a business.
I'll say you really do glasses weird, though. Bro. Like, no, my nigga was
this nigga Kari. This is worse than you. This is worse than you putting thoughts on the timeline and then just leaving for 30 minutes, my nigga. Like you really fucked me up with that.
It's been real. It's been fun. This has been a loose laces podcast.
I like this.
We gonna holler at you.
I don't like it this spicy, but nah, like. That's why I kind of said, like, yo, we could really be the two-man crew of this shit because them niggas ain't on shit.
Nah, it's facts.
I'm sorry.
Nah, that's a fact. Y'all
I'm
got
not sitting
potential.
there watching them for 2.5 hours, bro. And them niggas, you talking about movies. Nigga,
they talking about movies?
Why are you talking about
they
the most random other shit?
I gotta listen to these niggas now.
It's mad random.
Why?
It's random, bro. It's random.
Nigga, stick to the hour. Say what you gonna say about some sneakers. Your shit gonna suck. And then shut the fuck
that's
up.
It.
Like, this is amazing.
Right, listen.
Anyways, so this was
Shout out fuck with that energy. Shout turned up at right at the end. That nigga turned up.
This is this nigga.
Yo, fuck you, Kari.
I've been waiting this nigga to turn up for an hour and a half.
Fuck you,
Kari. And he finally did it.
Kari. All right, we ending the pod, nigga. I gotta go pee, nigga.
God blessed.